Yo, what's up everybody? Dragonball here with another Dragonball Legends video. About 1 hour ago on the Dragonball Legends social media we got a post where it was written there is planet Earth farther. There was nothing else to add there, no picture, anything, just the text. So, since I had no idea what it could be, I do what I always do, copy the text, just put it on Google and see what kind of results are coming out. And yeah, the first thing you see already, the title, there's a planet Earth farther, Frieza and King Cold strike back. So, pretty clear indication for a King Cold and Mecha Frieza. And if we go to the character list here quickly and Lineage of Evil, we already have Mecha Frieza in the game, and if you look at the sagas he is on Android Saga. So this could mean two things, and now that we're kinda referring to Frieza and King Cold, the first option would be that we have like an LRE celebration, or a powerful opponent maybe thing, like something LOE related, or the Android Saga specific. I'm going to assume it's more Android Saga, and I would kinda prefer that instead of making a whole LOE celebration, although I think the tag could deserve it. But I will just look in this video more about the Android Saga for this. So Android Saga again, we don't have a King Cold as you can see here, so there are two things they could do, which is a standalone King Cold as in 1% sparking. Obviously he's not gonna be an LF, or they could do a Mecha Frieza and King Cold tag character, which I honestly assumed when the moment they're gonna bring Mecha Frieza that they're gonna make this a tag character, but yes they didn't. But yeah, some kind of King Cold as a 1% sparking should be coming for sure. And then as the LF character option, I think the best choice is obviously Super Saiyan Vegeta. We only have like that one in the game even, and I think at this point he's 7 years old. And if we look at other options, I mean we can look at what units are on here. I mean, we already got the tag androids as an LF, we already got Super Saiyan Trunks, we already got tag Gohan and Trunks in the What If LF, and standalone Super Saiyan Gohan. So the amount of LF options they could use in this saga are kinda limited because they used most of them. So what characters are left? I mean, Mecha Frieza and King Cold are not an LF worthy character, at least not for this saga obviously. We already got Gohan and Trunks in the androids covered, so it's really just Vegeta and Goku left. And with Goku, I mean, the Yadra Goku vs Trunks fight was, I mean, that was just maybe basically a minute of Goku just showing off how strong he is. It was a cool moment, but not an LF worthy moment. And then with Hardwire's Goku who fought against Android 19, I don't think this would be an LF either. I mean, I guess they could force it, but I don't think he did anything in that fight that would be like, okay, we need an LF for this specifically. So yeah, I guess the options here are kinda limited here. So yeah, I think I would go with Super Saiyan Vegeta as the LF character for this celebration. And we could quickly look at the two tags he's gonna be relevant on. They had some recent Saga teams that they created, but for Android Saga in particular, I don't think they're gonna do this. And if they're gonna do this, I don't think they're gonna succeed with it, because most of these units are buffing their tags and not their sagas. And so if they're gonna Zenkai units later, which they always do, I don't think they would have managed to actually build a solid team for this. I mean, with Frieza Saga, at least we already got like the green Kaioken Goku as a Frieza Saga Zenkai bench, so it wasn't that hard to kind of fill up the team as a Frieza Saga team. I mean, for yellow they didn't have anything, or for red, but at least for green, and I mean HP bench the Frieza Saga team already had, so one unit off is not the worst thing ever. But I think for this saga in particular, there are not really a lot of options, because most of the units that came here and don't have a Zenkai didn't buff really Saga, any Saga. I think this guy buffed Vegeta Clan, and I mean, can I look here where they're? I mean here, yeah, Red or Vegeta Clan, for example, and most of the units here even are already Zenkai. So I mean, those are LFs. I mean, he got a Zenkai for hybrids. They released this year, so they're not gonna get a Zenkai. He's not buffing. Pretty sure he's not buffing Android Saga on its Z ability. Yeah, future and hybrid. So, and yeah, not gonna go over all the list here, but most of these units are not buffing Android Saga in the first place. So if they're gonna Zenkai, it's not gonna necessarily help for a Saga team. So yeah, I think we're just gonna look at the two tags he's on, which is Vegeta Clan and Saiyans, and look at what color he could potentially be. I mean, for Saiyans, I would honestly say don't make it yellow. That would be... He would compete against two already kind of good, and I mean, number 2 unit right now, and this is a solid yellow. I don't know. Again, I placed it around 6-4, so no reason to make him yellow. He definitely shouldn't be green. Green would be like the worst option ever, because he has to compete then with this Vegeta and with Kefla, and also with Frieza being already like green and run together with Namek Goku. There's no point in running another green. Even though green is a safe color, just don't make him green. We really don't need that. And red, I mean, we don't have many reds in the game. Kaioken Goku is like the really main one. But again, Kaioken Goku as well is a top 2 contender right now. Top 2 or top 3. So it's just not necessary for Saiyans to need another red, because there's not really an issue with them. So for Saiyans, I wouldn't say don't make him red. Now for blue, it's kind of a situation of they could make him blue, because MUI right now is not seeing much play, and he gets hard countered by Frieza, which not every blue unit is getting countered by him necessarily, but MUI specifically, how he wants to be played, gets completely countered. So blue wouldn't be the worst choice, but I wouldn't prefer to be in blue, because Frieza obviously still running around and can just completely destroy him. And then there's obviously purple, which there's no purple in the game right now. That's really good, which I think most people would prefer, because Frieza is just running so free right now. But making him purple means also that he has like a really big expectations and things he needs to survive, because again, this Goku is running around shutting down most of the purple units and just locking, killing them. So this new Vegeta, if he's gonna be purple, needs to kind of survive against this guy, and if he doesn't fulfill that, he's just gonna be straight up useless in the meta. So that's really high conditions he needs to fulfill if he's gonna be purple. But purple, if they manage to make him a good purple unit, obviously that would be a great help for the meta. And for Vegeta Clan, it's a bit of a tough situation. I mean, there are not many options right now that are relevant. I mean, Saiyan Saga Vegeta is obviously the best choice right now on this team. And the next best thing would be probably Evolution Blue Vegeta, because he's the only 7th anniversary meta unit, I would say. The other units are that pre 7th anniversary don't have the damage and the tanking really to keep up. So it's really just these two. So the question is kind of what are they gonna try to go for? Because on Vegeta Clan, if they're trying to help this team with the 2 units, then he kind of has to be red. Because as long as this team doesn't have a red that can really help Vegeta, like Evolution Blue Vegeta, it's not gonna look well if they're gonna make him another color. So they kind of need to have a good red that helps basically Evolution Blue Vegeta to exist on the team, not just being fodder. And I mean, if they succeed with that, we could kind of see more Evolution Blue Vegetas in the meta, so it would help having a relevant purple back again. I think Evolution Blue Vegeta from this kit wouldn't be like the worst thing right now, it's just that Namegoku just completely counters this guy. So, if he's gonna be a red unit for Vegeta Clan, what I expect for him is to have a kind of abilities that helps your allies if they're gonna get locked in. He also definitely needs a second life mechanic, and he needs to have buff removal on standby or on a battlefield when somebody gets rushed. I think those are the 3 things I want to see from him. So an anti-lock in ability against him or units are on the team, a second life mechanic, and buff removal against rushes or ultimates. Those are the 3 things he needs to have, in my opinion, so that not only this guy survives, but he also doesn't get rush sniped. And I think a Vegeta Clan team like this with these 2 and the Super Saiyan Vegeta in red could actually work well for the meta. I mean, red would be good against the Namegoku as well. I think Namegoku is a just really annoying unit as well. And purple against Ultra Frieza, and he could also kind of tank well his hits. So yeah, I think red for Vegeta Clan would be my pick. But he really needs to have those things that I just mentioned in order to make this team even relevant. I think Zenkai benches should work. I mean, red, the only thing is the Zenkai benches are bad. Straight up, they are not good red Zenkai benches for Saiyans or Vegeta Clan. So yeah, this would be the only issue if he's red, but other than that, I mean, besides that, it really doesn't matter on Vegeta Clan which color he is except for green, because this team doesn't have any other colors, and if he's going to be purple and replacing him, that's also not the worst thing ever. So yeah, on Vegeta Clan I would say pretending preferably red, on Saiyans preferably purple. So yeah, that's for Super Saiyan Vegeta if we're gonna get one, but I think it's most likely if it's an Android Saga celebration. Now the last thing I wanna talk is Zenkais. So there are not that many Zenkais options left here anyway. I mean, going here the list, I don't think we're gonna get the Zenkai for event exclusive characters because they can't remember the last time they even did that. So excluding event exclusive characters, we just have like what? This Goku, Krillin, and Super Vegeta and Mecha Frieza left as Zenkai options. Like, again, these 4 not LF characters. I mean, again, he got the Zenkai ready, he's new. These 2 LF characters, these 2 are also new. These 2 are event exclusive. Already got a Zenkai here. Oh yeah, this Gohan as well could get a Zenkai. Event exclusive characters here. I mean, he has already Zenkai. He as well. So not that many Zenkai options left. The more important one are like Mecha Frieza, this Super Saiyan Gohan, and this Vegeta when it comes to 1% sparkings as a Zenkai. But if we're gonna get an LF Zenkai, which I think they should do, because in terms of LF options there are not that many things they could bring for this, and I don't think they're gonna bring an Ultra as well, because I don't think anything here is like as an Ultra character worthy. So the best LF Zenkai choice, I mean there are only two choices they could do, that's Tech Android 1718 and this Super Saiyan Gohan. Now, I would say the best option is obviously the Tech Androids, and for, I would say, a few reasons. Number one, if they're gonna use Gohan as an LF Zenkai, who would he really help? I mean, Future is not a thing right now, Hybrids is not a thing right now, so it's only Sun Family he would really help, and Sun Family has already Namek Goku. We don't need another yellow Sun Family unit, so... I mean, it could Zenkai him for a build-up for a later celebration, but I mean, like, for the meta right now, he doesn't really help, and he doesn't really add anything, so I would say don't Zenkai him. And the Tech Androids would actually have a team, which would be powerful opponent. There would be another red unit in the game because we only have one. And they could, depending how good they're gonna do their damage guard and everything, they would replace Cell and Ultra Cell basically on powerful opponent. Or maybe even add a full power Freezer on powerful opponent. And yeah, that would actually help the meta, I think, considering that they have permanent endurance null, would be really useful because then they could rush Ultra Freezer or Namek Saga. Namek Saga is really annoying to deal with, and we don't have many permanent endurance units. It's just Ultra Cell and LF Full Power Freezer, which you don't see that often, and depending on how good they're gonna do, these guys in Zenkai, they could really change things with or help the team out, especially they're good against Namek Goku as well. I would prefer to have more units against Namek Goku because I hate that guy. And also extra damage against Saiyans, Super Saiyans could be a good thing. So yeah, I think the Tech Androids would be the best potential option for a Zenkai. The only thing about the celebration which I don't know how they're gonna deal with is they tend to bring us either one LF and one Ultra, or one or two LF characters in one celebration, and I can't think of an Ultra or an other LF other than Super Vegeta. So I don't know how they're gonna deal with this. That's probably the most interesting part. I think they have to go with a what if kind of thing because there's nothing else to add. But I really don't know what they would do. Because they're already gonna bring Super Vegeta. I think it's basically has to be some kind of Goku. Or the last option, which would help the Android team more, would be if they're gonna give us an LF version of Android 80 that fought against Vegeta. Those are the only two things I can think of. I think even the Android 18 version would be the better option, because I think Goku just didn't do enough for an LF in this saga. But the one thing I will say, which I thought they're gonna capitalize on, is if you go on the Saiyans list here, where is she? Okay, out of question. Where's okay, UI finally. Universal Survivor Saga. So if we look at UI Goku here, oh, not UI, sorry, I'm stupid. Damn, where is she? Here. That should be her, right? The new one? No, that's the old one. Is this page not showing this newest units here? Okay, you know what? I will cut the video and we'll see you guys in a second. Alright guys, back here. Notice that I was on the wrong website the whole time, which I tend to use this site here usually when I go over new Dragonball Legends information and so on, but yeah, I was looking for the new Kefla here, I didn't find it on DVC space, I don't know why. But one thing that was kind of interesting last time is that her Ultimate Arts as type neutrality if she's fighting a Goku, and we don't have a proper Goku in the game. So I think when I saw this, I thought about that they were gonna give us a kind of new proper Goku, but now it doesn't seem like it. I mean, maybe they're gonna do it later, so maybe we could potentially get an Android Saga Goku that is proper later on. I think that would also make a bit of sense, so they could make Vegeta red, and then a proper Goku later as an LF. But yeah, I don't know how this is going to go when it comes to the second LF, but on Vegeta I'm kind of confident. And in case they're gonna make this a powerful opponent or LOE celebration, then we have to gonna check later. So, but yeah, we will probably see on Tuesday what they're gonna do. They're not gonna release the new F character obviously immediately because Kefla just came out this week. So next week we should get an either free-to-play unit or an LF Zenkai, and depending on which one of these guys, what unit we're getting, we know for sure what kind of celebration we're gonna have. What are your thoughts and what do you guys think we're gonna get for this next celebration? Let me know in the comments, and see you guys in the next video. Have a nice weekend, guys.